What up, y'all? It's your boy Dan P. Here at IllinoisHSBasketball.com. I'm at Midtown Athletic Club out here at Full Package, the Chicago Elite Practice. My boy Alex Dragicevich. How you been?
I'm alright, man. Doing alright.
Alex is a 6'7" wing player. Got a real versatile game. Got a nice outside stroke. Alex was injured. Hurt was it pinky?
My ring finger.
Ring finger.
Broken ring finger.
Broke his ring finger, was out for the first part of the live period, but he's going to be back in Vegas, ready to go. Right? And like you said, a lot of the coaches you would have seen in the early period are not going to be seeing you in Vegas, which means there's a lot, you have to really play well this next, live period. The fact that you're out with your pinky injury, or your ring finger injury, is that affecting your play at all, or since you've been back, are you back to your old self?
Yeah, I started playing last Monday, and I've been going at it. I've been going 2 days. 3 hours every single in each spot, in each session, and I've been putting basically double the time in 1 week as I would in 2 or 3 weeks. So I put a good amount of time into my game, and I'm confident going in. So basically where my game's at right now, I feel like I'm at the top of my game right now. So I'm pretty confident.
Cool. Now you mentioned you're doing 2 days and stuff like that. You're working with Steve Pratt and Jeff Pagliacca,
Yeah,
right?
Jeff Pagliacca up at Evolution Athletics, the Buffalo Fitness Center. I get to run in the mornings, work out, with guys who are playing in Europe right now, guys who are playing college ball right now, a lot of big time guys going out there. And it's just good runs, it's good workouts, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, both Jeff and Steve Pratt are known statewide and nationally as being like excellent player developers. Kind of going from the Wolves to now full-time, full package and then full-time Jeff and Steve. What do you see in their training methods that really make them different than everybody else?
Working out. I've worked out, with Jeff. Even when I was with the Wolves, I worked out with Jeff. Basically, from when I was a little kid, he's a good family friend. But then, I get to work out, with Steve too, coming over from the Wolves. Which the Wolves is a great team program. They have a great program, but coming over with Steve, I get to work out twice, and he really knows how to individually develop players. So I get twice that work, with both those guys, and it's really beneficial to me.
Are there any aspects of your game in particular that you feel are better now than they were was a few months ago?
Yeah, definitely. My game is it's just as my body I had a lot of tendonitis last year on my knees. I was growing. I added a couple inches this year. And with that, my body just slowing down, and I can actually work on aspects of my game, and I think my ball handling's improved tremendously. I think my game has definitely changed even since the end of the season, and it's been great.
Yeah, you mentioned you grew a lot. I mean, for those who don't know, Alex was not a tall kid. He was like 6 foot tall, freshman, sophomore year.
Yeah.
You grew a number of inches. Are you done growing? You topped out at 6'7". You got some more in there.
Man, I don't know. I think so, because my game is catching up, with my body, and everything's kind of slowing down. The game is getting a lot more easier for me, and I think that's a sign maybe that I'm finally starting to slow down, at least height wise. So.
Yeah, we saw that the game was kind of slowing down, and you're getting more into rhythm in your body during the school season. With GBN, you had a good season. You had a lot of big games. You beat the Evanston Wildcats in the playoffs. How many points did you have in the playoffs?
I think I had 30 or so.
Yeah.
So, that was
the big Garcia Dragicevich matchup didn't live up to the hype because got the best of it. Just tell me a little bit about this whole season and
Oh yeah, the GBN team. Those guys were my best friends. And I think that's what made our team special. We were all best friends, and when we rolled into those playoff games, especially the playoff games, we were gonna win. Not for the school, or we just wanted to win, for each other, because we cared about each other. We were not going to let each other lose. And when we got to that super section, that Waukegan team, I think they had that same feeling. I think that they were a great team. They deserved to go as far as they did. But yeah, it was a special time.
I hate to bring this up, but for those of you out there who don't know, how did that Waukegan game?
They played a great game. They beat us by about 15 to 20. I'm not sure, but they had us that game, and they were ready to go. That was our third time playing them. They finally caught up to our sets, and then they were ready to play us.
But now, what about your team this year is going to be different? That when you're in that same situation, you're going to be the team on top.
Yeah, I think we're going to be. You just can't prepare. There's a bigger court at the Sears Center. You really can't prepare and practice for their athleticism. but I think you play them 3 times. I think you know what to expect. I think we're going to try and control the pace of the game next time we play them. I think I'm going to understand a little bit better how to play them, definitely.
When you see Jeremy around, do you ever trash talk about next season? When you get the best of him?
No, I haven't seen him around. Maybe, he's busy probably being an All-American and all those camps and stuff. I don't really see him too much, but maybe when the game comes, we'll see what happens.
All right. Anyway, now on to recruiting. You got a lot of schools on you. Michigan, Utah, a number of others. Tell me what other schools are recruiting you, and who's kind of in the lead right now.
I'm getting other, I have other offers from Ohio, Rhode Island, Loyola, and I got some other interest from Oregon State, Wake Forest, and Indiana, and we'll see. I'm trying to figure out how that's going to go. After Vegas, will probably be a lot more clear. Who jumps on board, and who I like. I'll probably take some visits, but I mean, right now it's just one step at a time. I'm going to figure everything out. I'm pretty much wide open at this point. But the schools that are offering me so far, you definitely got to take it seriously and look at that, pretty seriously. So we'll see what happens after Vegas, definitely.
Now, you're taking a few visits. The one that I know about is Utah, and you told me about that visit you got back, and it was pretty cool. Why don't you tell everybody out there kind of the scene at that visit?
Utah. I caught a football game out there. The game where they beat TCU with like 2 minutes left. It was a great atmosphere. They blackout that game. There was so many fans.
They were both like top 15 teams.
Yeah, they were both top teams. It was a great game to catch. I think TCU was a slight favorite going into it. I think they were ranked higher going into it. Utah beat them. Fans rushed the floor or the field. It was great. It was a great experience that I caught. Utah really is a beautiful campus. I really like the coaching staff out there. It really is. I can definitely see it being a good place to play basketball. And to go to school there, definitely.
And what factors in particular are really going to be like most important when you do make your final decision?
When I make my final decision, it'll probably just be the majority of it will really be a school where I have a really good situation for me as a basketball player. A place where I feel like I can compete, for some time early on, and hopefully it'd be a school closer to home. But if not, if the basketball situation has to be better for me somewhere else out there, then that's the case. But I mean, overall, how I fit into a team system is definitely very important to me.
Now the last question. See, the people out there who don't know, I used to play a little basketball myself, and me and Alex used to play a little together when we were younger. Why don't you tell the public about Daniel Poneman's game?
Me and Dan, we played. We grew up playing in the Evanston Family League, 6th through 8th grade league. It was a great league in Evanston.
How much talent was in that league? Like when we were younger, it was what? Jerry Richmond, Chance Carter, Chris Coleman.
It was big. Rossi and Jerry Richard on the same squad. They were killers out there.
Jerry didn't pass the ball to Rossi. Like we didn't know how good he was going to be.
Oh my God! I remember in the All-Star game, Jerry had like 40 or something like that. It was, it was a great league. A lot of guys come up through Shire played in it.
But back at the time, people don't know, the top team in the league were the Bucks with Sammy Herman, Big Sammy in the middle.
Big Sam Herman with the Bucks. No, that was big time. Sam Herman was big time in 8th grade.
Yeah, is he playing at Claremont McKenna next year? I think.
I'm not up to date.
I'm pretty sure he's playing with. Hey, watch out for Sammy Herman at Claremont McKenna. When he was in middle school, man, he was a killer.
He was a straight killer.
And he's a great guy. But everyone called up to him height-wise.
Yeah.
6'3" centers are dominant in middle school now.
Chance Carter.
Yeah, Chance.
Chance is still holding it down in the gridiron.
He's still holding it down. He's looking at Wisconsin, Stanford, Notre Dame, something like that.
Oh yeah, whatever he wants, man, definitely.
Yeah, but anyway, so you heard it here. I could play ball once upon a time, but now everyone started growing, and now I still gotta like sit up on there and be as tall as Alex. But anyway, Dan P, IllinoisHSBasketball.com, here with Alex Dragicevich. Until next time, peace.